Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Our before class, 10th class social studies third chapter, session 1, session 2 completed. Our completed topics is sectors of economy, how to estimate GDP, we learned. Today, in production and employment lesson, we discuss in organized sector and unorganized sector. Organized sector and unorganized sector. What is difference between organized sector and unorganized sector? One by one we discuss. The first one, organized sector. Organized sector. Organized sector mean they are registered by the government, has to follow some rules and regulations which are such as a Factories Act, Minimum Wages Act and Establishment Act. Factories Act, Minimum Wages Act and Shops and Establishment Act have to follow. That persons are called organized sector workers. Organized sector. What is the benefits of organized sector? Now we see. In the organized sector, they are enjoying security of employment. They are enjoying in security of employment. That is called job security. There is no fear tomorrow job will be there or not. That is job security. The second one, they are expected to working only a fixed hours. They are expected to only workings in a fixed hours. Expected hours only they are working in organized sector. Next, third one, paid leave. Paid leave also provide in organized sector. Next, payments during holidays. In this situation, the COVID-19 pandemic period of time also, in organized sector, paying salaries. That is the main benefit of organized sector. Organized sector mean controlling by the government. The salaries given by government. In the organized sector, workers followed by government rules and regulations. The next one, Provident Fund. Provident Fund also provide in organized sector. This is called, short name is PF. Provident Fund also provide, and some medical benefits also provided them organized sector. Medical benefits, and as per government rules, retired after they get a pension. That is also one of the benefit. And in the organized sector, provided to workers drinking water facility and safe working environment place. The organized sector creating safe working environment without disturbance. That is organized sector. Okay, students, did you understood? The division of sectors is two. One is organized sector, unorganized sector. The organized sector mean they are registered by the government, have to follow some rules and regulations such as Factories Act, Minimum Wages Act and Shops Establishment Act. They are enjoying job security and a fixed hours to work, except paid leave. During holidays have to pay salary and provident fund and some medical benefits and water facilities and job after retirement after they get pension. Okay, children? And also that working place, the organized sector creating secure environment, free environment without pollution. That is the benefits of organized sector. Next, unorganized sector. What is unorganized sector? The unorganized sector is characterized by a small scattered units. A small scattered units which have remained a largely outside the control of the government. A largely outside control of the government. Rules and regulations is there in unorganized sector also, but they don't follow. As like organized sector, rules and regulations is there in unorganized sector, but that workers was not follow. Completely opposite to unorganized sector to organized sector. Completely opposite. The unorganized sector not followed the rules and regulations by the government. The next one, low paid salary. Low paid salary. Next, not regular. No paid leave and holidays because sickness is there, but no paid leave and holidays also without reason. Without reason, they have to not given to holidays in unorganized sector. Next one, employment is not secure. Employment is not secure in unorganized sector. Why? Because tomorrow work is there or not there. They are struggle for daily wages. In our unorganized sector, the workers is supreme. They are owners. They are deciding to what to do, what not to do. In workers in especially unorganized sector. Next one, work during some seasons only. Work during some seasons only. That's why not a regular employment in unorganized sector. Next one, work depend on market situation. Whims of employer changes in the market situation in unorganized sector. This is the difference between organized sector and unorganized sector. Totally way different. The organized sector and unorganized sector. Let me repeat it again. In the organized sector, job security. Unorganized sector, employment is not secure. In organized sector, work only for a fixed hours, expected hours, expected fixed hours. But here, unorganized sector, there is no fixed hours. Here in organized sector, paid leave and payment during holidays also. But unorganized sector, work during some seasons only, no paid leave and holidays. In organized sector, a regular employment is there. But unorganized sector, irregular employment. Next one, a medical benefits and provident fund and retire after pension get to provide to them in organized sector. That facility is not there in unorganized sector. That is the difference between organized sector and unorganized sector. Okay, children, contribution of organized sector and unorganized sector, which percentage goes to our gross domestic product. Now you see, contribution of organized and unorganized sectors. This sector in employment percentage and gross domestic percentage. The employment percentage in organized sector 8%. In organized sector, employment workers in 8%. 8% workers is there in organized sector. Unorganized sector, 92% is there. In unorganized sector, 92% is there workers. The total 100%. As per our GDP, gross domestic product, organized sector contribution is 50%. Unorganized sector contribution is 50%. Total 100. The organized sector workers are government employees. Unorganized sectors workers are a small scattered units of workers. Street vendors, rickshaw pullers, shopkeepers, different small works is there. That workers are belongs to unorganized sector. This is the contribution of organized sector and unorganized sector. Did you understand, children? In organized sector, 8% workers in present. In unorganized sector, 92% in present. Students, now how to create more and better condition of employment? How to create more and better condition of employment in our India? As per our textbook, one example is given. Name is Gayatri. Gayatri, which have 2 hectares of land, once upon a time they have to know irrigation facilities. After, the government will be given a loan. She received the loan, he construct a well for her family, irrigate the land. Gayatri will then be able to irrigate her land than before. His family, 5 members is there. But the 2 hectares of land enough to 3 workers. Here underemployment people is there. What is the difference between underemployment people? The underemployment is they are not going to outside work. They are working in his field. They not fetch any other income sources. That persons are called underemployed persons. Underemployed or disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment in mainly in particularly agriculture sector only. Okay children. Now the how to create more and better condition of employment. The first one, irrigation. The government given loan after anyone bore wells, motor pump sets, submersible pipes. These are and wells and tube wells also. They have to create more crops during the dry seasons also. You know, dry season, Rabi season, Jayad season also dry seasons. Only Kharif season is the agriculture season. On the basis of agriculture seasons, 3. Kharif season, Rabi season and Jayad season. After providing irrigation facilities, more crops during dry season also. That one some members are employment. Next one, it would provide employment also more people. The government provide irrigation facilities to poor farmers. That farmers will provide employment opportunities is more before then. You see, after transportation, what transportation? More crops during the dry season also. They have their plenty of production is there. The plenty of production, their own consumption after surplus value. Surplus value mean they have to store our own consumption. Remaining production is called surplus production. This surplus production transported to markets. They have to employment in trucks, tractors and lorries also provide employment in. Next one, the storage facility. Some perishable goods is there. Perishable goods mean tomatoes, milk, fish, and these are perishable goods. Perishable goods mean the time duration is very little after spoiling. That type of goods is called perishable goods. The perishable goods and providing storage facility, after days we selling, that get amount in very high. Next one, the credit facility. Credit facilities mean loan. The loan for the production. After small industries also providing some employment opportunities. Small industries also providing some employment opportunities and especially food processing. Papadas making, agarbatti making, these are some cottage industries is there. That cottage industries also and providing them to so much of employment opportunities, especially unemployment workers. Next one, the new sectors. Education is education. The education 20 lakh new jobs and providing as per the Niti Aayog. You know Niti Aayog. What is Niti Aayog? The Niti Aayog is the replacement of our Planning Commission. Our first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru ji, and establishment and Indian 5-year plans. Present our Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, and started and putting replacement of Planning Commission, that is called the Niti Aayog. The Niti, as per Niti Aayog, 20 lakh students in every year providing employment opportunities, and especially IT industry, tourism industry. These are employment for them. Okay, students. Next one, you see MNREGA Act. MNREGA. MNREGA Act mean Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Mahatma Gandhi MNREGA Act. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. This act bases on the government providing the 100 days working days, especially you see implemented right to work. Implemented right to work in especially as per MNREGA Act. MNREGA Act mean Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Next one, the guaranteed 100 days of employment. Guarantee 100 days of employment for unemployed workers. Recently, the 100 days replacement is 150 days. 150 days employment in MNREGA Act and providing in our Indian government. Okay, children. Next, work which would improve the production from the given preference. Any other, the particular one aspect, we are skill. Our skill is creating employment opportunities also. This is the more and better condition of employment in our India. So, today we not only have to generate new employment opportunities, we invest industries also. Today we not only have to generate employment opportunities, but also train many workers with the machines. Trying to work with the missions. We should invest in many industries in both in rural and urban areas also. We should invest in industries both rural and urban areas also. That's why, so that we are able to produce more goods and services. That's why we are able to produce more goods and services. That is the third chapter is production and employment. Once I repeated again, the irrigation facilities is providing to more crop during the dry season, and it would provide employment opportunities also. Next, transportation. What is transportation? We are using have to own consumption remaining goods or transportation, that is called the surplus value, surplus production. This surplus production is transportation to markets. That is one of the income source. Next is storage facilities. Storage facilities mean what is perishable goods, that is we storage once, after day also we are selling and buying. Next, and credit. The government will provide loan facilities. The loans will be producing so much of employment opportunities. Next one, small industries. Small industries mean food processing industries. After new sectors, education is creating more employment opportunities, especially IT industries and tourism industry. Especially in our India, MNREGA Act. MNREGA Act is providing more employment opportunities in our India, especially unemployed workers. It is to right to work. The government, the Indian government provide right to work to all unemployed workers. all unemployed people. It provides guaranteed 100 days of work. Guaranteed 100 days of work to workers. This is the better condition of employment. Children, our 10th class, 3rd lesson, production and employment is completed. Okay students, now I will give you assignment based on session 3, the production and employment. In this lesson, the production and employment, given the keywords is 5 keywords is here. You write meanings of 5 keywords. Next, given our textbook 10 questions is here. Session 1, session 2 given some questions. Don't write this session. Remaining questions is there. That one you write and put your homeworks. After write questions and keywords, every student make 50 bits from this lesson. Read 3rd lesson production and employment. After reading lesson, every student make 50 bits from this lesson. Make 50 bits from this lesson. Okay children, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.